Hello, people. Welcome to Veda Farms Academy. My name is Kennedy, a Ghanaian poultry farmer and also a U.S. Navy veteran who is into poultry farming, right? So, people, let's continue today. And if this is your first time, I just want to say thank you so much for always being here, liking our videos, sharing, commenting, and also letting others know that they can be part of this family. Where this whole family, what we do is to encourage one another, help one another to create his own business, and also help to solve these industry problems together. This is what we do here. And today, I know maybe you've seen the topic already. Why farm managers deceive farm owners? It's a very sad story, but at the end of the day, I have to describe it or I have to talk about it. Why most farmers, farm owners at times get to be deceived, or they tend to lose confidence even in farming when these things happens, and what is the way, what is the main thing that is causing that. I've gone through that before and I've experienced some of these issues, and also some things that I know I can just help you out with that. One, when we start poultry farming and we have farm managers, we try to trust them a lot. We try to trust them too much. Leave all our farms into their hand in the beginning, and anything that they tell us, we tend to just even don't listen to the odd, or even if you're seeing red signals, we tend to ignore it, because we try to understand them more or trust them more. So when this over trust continues, they tend to feed us the information that they think we want to hear. So they'll be telling you, oh, the best at that, the best at that, the best at that. Because they know whether you want to hear it or not, they're going to feed you. So people will be like deceiving you with good information, or deceiving you with, let's say, the best at laying. But instead of them to tell you the best at laying with a good price, oh, the price at the market is not good. The price at the market is not good. But the best are laying, but they don't want to let you know the best. They are buying them at that prices. The next one is they're telling you the best are not laying. The production is not good. The production is that. The production is that. Once maybe they are taking some of the eggs, selling it out, because you trust them. So when they say the best are not laying, you start to think about, is my feed? Is it my dish? Is it my dish? No. If you tell me on a day, if I see my chart, the next day I see a chart, the S is going down, I know what is happening. I can tell you that. Because if birds are sick, their production rate of decrease continues like a week. Like it starts by one crate, one crate, two crate. You see that it's continuously doing. But today it goes up, tomorrow is down, the tomorrow is up, there is something. Whether the birds are not feeded, I don't want to talk about this today. Let's continue. Whether the birds are not eating right, or somebody taking the eggs, or they did not feed them the right time. That is why you have that kind of up and down graph. When it goes that's the cause. It's not the diseases. But when it continues having it, like it continues decreasing, like that flow, that linear kind of decreasing, or that linear kind of decreasing, that means there is something wrong about the bird itself. There are so many stuff we can learn on this platform, so continue being part of us. Let's continue. So the trust is too much. And at the end of the day, when you get to know the reality on what they are doing to you, you say, wow. So people, one is their trust over. So don't leave it to them. Take in charge of it. Know what is going in your farm. Let's continue. The next point is they have little experience. Most of them, when they are coming for farming or coming for this managerial duties, they tell you, "Oh, I did this, I did that, I did that." So many I've given so many managers to people. Some are in Accra. Some people reach up to me, Ken, I want to start poultry farm. I don't have managers. People, I can try to help you. I'm not saying all the time I do it for people, because at times I have to make sure the person I'm giving it to you, I trust him first before I do that. But I've done it for some people, and I tell them, the person that finished high school, university, he doesn't have knowledge about poultry farming. So don't think he's going to be like the veterinary for your best. No. He's going to keep the records. He's going to keep that. He's going to keep that. But let somebody assist him on that aspect. But when these people come because they want like 1,500, 1,400, something because of their money they want. They keep all the give you all the information. I've been that, I can do that, I can do that. Maybe even the person has been only one time in a poultry farming or only like 3 months, and you tend to have the trust. Oh, he's my manager. You know, I even question Sammy. When Sammy tells me something this can, I say no. Sammy, look at it this way too. Even though you've done it for 5 years or 6 years, but doing poultry for 6 years, I wouldn't say you know everything. It's scientific. So it's continually changing. Disease continue to just adapt to environment, and they start to reproduce different kind of diseases. You know, so I'm not going to say, oh, that's it. Let's look into different things. So, but when these managers come, they are little experienced, but we give them everything. You be my veterinary, you be my farm manager, you keep my business record, you keep the data record. No. So they time to scatter all of them. And even some of them doesn't know anything about managerial roles. With that one, you can try to raise the person or building up. That's okay. But we tend to give everything for them. And oh, my manager, report to me. If you want to be that boss, you will be discouraged or you will be deceived. Don't be a boss now. Be the managing director. You're managing the managers over there. Don't be the boss. So you ask me, are you the boss? I said, I'm not the boss. We are working together, right? So that is one. So unexperienced people, unexperienced managers who, because of money, they come in and they just want to get all they want. And also, as I said, we leave the work in their hands. How do you take your record? How many times do you just do expenditure with them? Don't leave your farms to even your brother. Don't leave it to his hand. I'm telling you for reality. I don't have to go into so many experiences that I have before. No, don't leave it to them. Let the person account to you if it's every week the number of crates that we had, the blockages that we had, how much we sold each egg. Find the average cost of your eggs. If you don't have camera over there, find all these. How much we bought the feed. Do all that. Don't leave the poultry into the hands of them. Otherwise, they'll feed you information that you think they want to hear. By the time you know the reality, you'll be deceived. You know? So get to know when the egg decrease. Why did the egg decrease? What is the problem about that? Question them. Ask them questions. If he thinks he cannot understand, he cannot stand your questions, let him go. Find somebody else. By the time you know, the person has taken more than what you think. And the next one is, some of them is the money that we give to them. One time I was talking to somebody who has a poultry farm about 2,000, 3,000 bucks. And I asked him, how much does he pay his farm manager? I'm not saying the money is bad. People, everybody want money. So I'm not saying don't give that money to your farm manager. 2,000 bucks. Say, Ken, I paid them 1,700, 1,800. I said, wow. With 2,000 bucks. I'm not saying the money is too much, but you know, as soon as they start to demand that 1,800 money with 2,000 bucks, and on the day, what else do we do? He said, also, they sleep over there. I provide them morning, afternoon, evening food. And I said, how much profit are you going to? So the person thinks that the company have money or you have money. So anyway, the one that you are getting is enough. Give them reasonable pay. One day I'll come out with a paycheck that I think. I'm not saying go for that. What I think is recommended for them. Don't go give 1,700, 1,800 to new manager and buying food, buying water, giving place to sleep, even because you want somebody to do your job. Don't use money to just influence people to work. No. Let them understand your vision of how you want them to work. So that is something. So end of the day, don't people just use too much money on them. And when they get to know you have too much money, then you can do anything because you can pay the cost. So what do you have to worry? I don't have to worry about it. So the next one is one thing that you can never say anything about it, and you have to let it go, and you have to let them go, is some managers are naturally born bad. They are naturally born bad. As one of my mentors will say, that's the mentality. He's not there to help your business grow. And as soon as you get to know that, let them go. So these are some of the things how managers, farm owners are being deceived. So work with them, get to know your information. 2022, know what is in your industry, know what is in your farm, know the prices, know poultry feed, know whatever you want to do. And things will be As I say, so we meet next time. I say, chase your dreams and money will follow you. Peace. Shalom.